Hi everyone, this is Indira with Mass Home Help, and I wanted to talk a bit with you about avoiding foreclosure and how to get loan modifications approved. Now, I know this has been a bit of a challenge for quite a few people because if you don't know the appropriate steps to take, it can be a very frustrating process. And I know this because I help several people to get their loan modifications approved. So today's topic is going to be about loan modifications and how to avoid foreclosure or using modifications to avoid foreclosure. Now, one of the things that you have to realize is it can be extremely hard if it's not done the right way. This is almost more like a bit of an art than it is a science because it's all about timing. So, your timing is everything, and you have to know when to submit the correct paperwork and you have to know how to do it because it's really just a process for the people at the bank, and they have certain guidelines that they have to follow, but we'll show you how to follow those guidelines because we know what the timeline is and the appropriate timeline that they're looking for to help you. So it doesn't matter if you've already applied for a loan modification and have been denied. We know several people that have done this already, and we can still help them get through the process. There isn't a limit for the amount of times you can apply for a loan modification, but it's basically, as I said before, there's a process to it, and your timing has to be correct with the way you submit all of your paperwork. So the first things a couple of things you need to start thinking about that I'm going to go over when you're getting ready to do a loan modification. The first thing that you want to do is you want to list out all of your monthly expenses on a spreadsheet. You want to make it as detailed as possible because you want to make the person at the bank, you want to make their job as easy as possible. If they have to hunt around for your information, they're going to put your paperwork in a stack to the side and they're not going to come back to it. So you want to have your paperwork organized and ready for them to review. And you're also going to need to list your expenses in a certain way. And we'll talk more about that a little bit later on. But you need to have them set up in a certain way because they have guidelines they need to meet to say if you qualify for a loan modification, and we'll show you how to meet those guidelines. The next thing is you have to have all your paperwork together. So make sure you get your bank statements together, make sure you get your pay stubs together. Any documentation that you think is important that they would need to know, any information regarding your expenses, have it available so that you can send this information over to them upon request. The next thing that you need to do is prepare a hardship letter, and it should be no more than 2 pages long. They already don't want to read this information because they have stacks of requests on their desk. So you need to make it only 2 pages long, but you need to hit some very important key points within your letter, and we'll talk about that. Next, expect to be on the phone with them anywhere for 40 to 60 minutes unless you use the phone call strategies that we actually teach within our book. So if you visit our website at www.masshomehelp.com, we have a book on there that walks through all of these processes that we're discussing right now. And then next is the approval. Expect to receive an approval within 15 to 60 days. And it all depends on, like I said, the timing, where you are in the process, which will determine how quickly you will get approved for your loan modification. And one of the things you need to remember is that the bank doesn't want your house. A lot of people think that the bank just wants to take back houses, but they really don't. As I said before, they have guidelines that they need to meet in order to approve a loan modification, and we show you how to meet those guidelines. So if you go to the website www.masshomehelp.com, we show you how to meet those guidelines so you can actually get an approval for your loan modification and get on with your life. Because I know this can be a truly stressful time. I help so many people and I see how stressed out they are during this process. So we really want to help make this less stressful for you. And we don't want you to spend thousands of dollars on loan modifications. We don't want you going out and hiring attorneys to basically take a good portion of your money for something that you can do yourself and it only costs you a couple of bucks to do it. So I really want you to think about what it is that you want to do. Are you ready to do this? And it's really easy when you have somebody holding your hand, walking you through the process of what you need to do. So if you're ready, go to www.masshomehelp.com and we'll show you how to create a budget that meets their guidelines to approve you, um, to approve you for your loan modification. We'll show you what your expenses need to be, what your debt ratio needs to be. We'll show you how to write a hardship letter that will get approved and how to hit the key points that they're looking for so you don't have to worry about if you missed anything. Like I said, it's really more of an art. They need to see specific things and they need to see them in a certain way. So we're going to help you do that so that you can like I said, get on with your life and be happy. Who wants to be worried about whether you have housing or not and constantly worried about taking care of your family? But in addition to that, one of the things that we also offer absolutely free of charge is if you go to www.thinkandgrowrichconcepts.com, we offer free training, free video courses, free training where you can review a series of videos to learn how to improve your financial situation. And as I said, this is absolutely free of charge, so you can receive these series of videos. You just have to go and sign up because we want to help people so that they don't continue to end up in this type of situation again, because no one wants to be constantly stressed out about their financial situations.